Welcome to my channel Karma Revenge Stories. Please like, subscribe for more videos.
Have you ever walked away from an argument believing you still had time to fix everything? That is exactly what I thought. My wife slammed the front door after our worst fight. I expected her to cool down and return home. Instead, my phone rang 3 hours later. A police officer spoke 6 words that changed my life forever. Your wife is in the hospital. We found her with another man. My heart stopped. I thought I already knew the truth. I was completely wrong. What I saw behind that hospital curtain destroyed every assumption I had ever made. Stay with me because every single clue from that terrible day leads to an ending no one could have predicted. My name is Tom. I had been married to my wife Emma for 12 years. Like every marriage, we had good days and difficult ones. We worked hard. We paid bills. We dreamed about growing old together. We believed nothing could separate us. The trouble started slowly. Long working hours, missed dinners, small arguments that became bigger every week. We stopped listening and started proving who was right. Looking back, I realized that pride is one of the most dangerous things in any relationship. That Friday morning seemed ordinary. Emma looked tired. I asked why she had been coming home late. She became defensive. She accused me of not trusting her anymore. Within minutes, we were shouting at each other. She grabbed her handbag and said she needed space. I watched her leave without stopping her. I told myself she would return after calming down. I even ignored the feeling telling me to follow her. 3 hours later, my phone rang. The number was unknown. A calm voice introduced himself as a police officer. He asked if I was Daniel Carter. My hands started shaking. He said, "Your wife has been involved in a serious accident. She is alive, but she is at the hospital. We found her with another man." Those words hit me harder than anything I had ever heard. Another man. My mind immediately imagined betrayal. Every late night, every missed call, every unexplained meeting suddenly looked suspicious. I drove to the hospital faster than I ever should have. My heart was filled with anger instead of fear. When I arrived, the police officer met me outside the emergency room. He looked at me with sympathy but refused to answer many questions. He simply said, "The doctor will explain everything." I walked through long silent hallways. Every second felt like an hour. The doctor finally appeared. He looked exhausted. Before opening the room, he stopped me. He quietly said, "What you are about to see may shock you." My breathing became heavy. The curtain slowly opened. There was my wife. She was unconscious, covered in bruises, connected to several machines. Next to her was another man, but he was much older than us. He had serious injuries too. The doctor explained that the man was not Emma's secret lover. He was a complete stranger. He had suffered a heart attack while driving. His vehicle crossed into Emma's lane. Instead of trying to save herself, Emma turned her car to avoid hitting a school bus filled with children. Her decision saved dozens of lives. The stranger survived because Emma immediately called emergency services before losing consciousness herself. The police found both of them together after the crash. That was why the officer had said another man. Not because of betrayal, because he had been rescued by my wife. I fell to my knees. Every terrible thought I had about Emma filled me with shame. While I had been accusing her in my mind, she had risked her own life to protect innocent people. Days passed before she finally opened her eyes. She smiled weakly. The first thing she asked was whether everyone else was safe. She never asked about herself. She never complained about the pain. She only cared about strangers she had never met. I broke down crying. I admitted everything. I confessed that I believed she had betrayed me. She squeezed my hand and quietly said, "Fear makes people imagine the worst." That sentence stayed with me forever. The investigation later confirmed everything. Witnesses described how Emma had acted without hesitation. The bus driver publicly thanked her. The families of the children visited her hospital room. News reporters called her a hero. Emma refused every interview. She said anyone would have done the same. But I knew the truth. Not everyone would. Months later, she recovered completely. Life slowly returned to normal. We attended counseling together. We learned to communicate instead of arguing. We learned to ask questions before making accusations. Most importantly, we learned that assumptions can destroy relationships faster than facts. Every anniversary, we visit the memorial built for road safety awareness. We remember that one phone call. We remember how close we came to losing everything. Whenever someone asks about the hardest day of my life, I tell them it was not the accident. It was realizing how quickly I believed the worst about the person who loved me the most. That lesson changed me forever. One phone call almost destroyed my marriage. Not because of betrayal, but because of assumptions. Trust is not tested when everything is easy. Trust is tested when fear whispers lies louder than the truth. Before judging the people you love, remember that the full story may be waiting behind a curtain you have not opened yet.